Unfortunately, an alien did not just burst out of my computer screen. I was using an app called Action Movie FX. See? Very interesting. It is one of the many apps you can use to enhance your short movies. But before we can enhance them, we must learn how to make short movies. This brings us to step 0, which is obtain a video camera. If you can get a video camera, like the one shown here, that would be excellent. But if you use a video camera, you're also going to need to use a computer to edit your video. In the event that you can't get a hold of a video camera or a computer, then an electronic like this one would be the next best thing. Any phone or tablet that lets you take video and download apps works perfectly. But in the event that you can't get a hold of any of these things, then a photography camera would be the next best thing. In the event that you can't find a video camera of any kind, you might want to try a different hobby. Step 1. Gather a film crew. A film crew is basically the people who will help you make the movie. Your film crew should consist of agreeable, loyal people. An ideal number of people in your film crew should be 3. 1 to hold the camera while filming, and the other 2 to do the acting on screen. A film crew can be less than 3, but it should never just be 1 person. Film crews can vary in size depending on what type of movie you're making. For instance, live-action movies, in which real people or things are the main focus of the movie, usually have film crews that vary from 2 to infinity. But stop-motion movies can need as little as 1 person to produce them. Stop-motion movies are where you videotape, or take a picture of something, move it a little, and then do it all over again. Then, when you play back the pictures at a high speed, it looks like actual movement. If you are unable to find a film crew, don't despair. You could always try stop-motion movies. Step 2. Decide what type of movie you're going to make. Depending on what type of electronic you're using, you can make a number of movies. If you're using a video camera, you can make live-action and stop-motion movies. If you're using an electronic, you can make live-action stop-motion movies as well. If you're using a camera, all you can make is cheap stop-motion. Inside of live-action and stop-motion movies, there are also genres, such as action or romance. There are also many more. You can choose which one you want to do. If you and your film crew cannot agree on what type of movie to make, either compromise or play rock, paper, scissors to decide. Step 3. Create an outline of your short movie. Your outline can be an actual script, or just a list of your characters and events. At the least, you should write down your plot. If you get writer's block, just study other types of media, such as watching movies or reading books and magazines. Step 4. Start filming. This could involve taking video, or just taking pictures. If you can't start filming, perfect your outline, or just get a hold of another video camera. Step 5. Edit your video. If you used a video camera, you can upload your video to the computer, then use editing software such as Sam Animation to edit your video. But if you use an electronic, you can use certain apps, such as iMovie, to edit your video. If you can't get any editing software, try making cheap stop-motion movies. Step 6. After editing your movie, tweak it any further. You and your film crew should sit down to see if your movie needs anything more.
Pass the ball. Oh, sorry.
That was garbage and an explosion.
If you accidentally delete your video while tweaking, you know what they say. Try again. Step 7. Release your movie to the general public.
Pass the ball.
The worst case scenario for this step is that everybody hates your movie. If this happens, don't get depressed. Creating short movies is a learning experience. And once you create the first one, the next ones will be much better. So, what are you waiting for? Crack out the video camera and get started. While real stop motion is created by taking a video camera and taking very short videos, then stringing them together to resemble movement, cheap stop motion is made by taking photos and scrolling through them, which also resembles movement. Now here are some apps you can use to enhance your short movies. This first app is Action Movie FX. which you can use to add cool explosions or plane crashes to your movies. With Stop Motion Studios, you can add sound to your stop motion videos. iMotion lets you control the speed at which your pictures go by in your stop motion movies. And finally, the app I used to make this video, iMovie. Thanks for watching.